Now do you have audio? I bet you have audio now. All right. So are you on YouTube or are you on Facebook, Manny? So I could see if this thing works. Because we may be doing this week for in-car audio from YouTube, like this. Okay. Facebook or YouTube? So right now it's only showing you as the guest. YouTube. Okay. Can I watch it on Facebook? It says two people watching now. Oh, that's me. I'm the other person watching. All right. Well, I'm not sure how that works, if it works good or not. Okay. All right. We'll have to try something else out here. Let me see if I can't get Lucky in here. Now live on your channel, testing again. Okay, hold on a second. Um, let's see, where is my live feed? Video, participants, invite, copy link invite, close, Facebook, Lucky, Control V, post. There we go. Let's see how this works out. I can hear you, but volume is low. It may be a Facebook thing. Let's see if I can do this. How about now? Is that any better? I'm not sure what they're using for the camera here. Let me see here. Audio. Test 1 2. Test 1 2. Test 1 2. Hold on, Lucky's bothering me. All right. Is volume still low, Manny? Yeah, that's a lot better. Okay. So we'll try this. Let's see how the sound does. See, I have not a clue what you're talking about. Are you high? Join my live. All right. So now that's better. Let's see how this works out. See when Lucky joins. See, this is messing Lucky up because normally he's one that sends me the link. All right. Let's see here. Oh, we're talking on Messenger. Okay. Let's see. Come on, Lucky. Waiting on Lucky. Okay, so my sound's a lot better. Let's see what I'm gonna have to move theirs to about there. Okay. How's the visual? Is it pretty clear? Oh, it's Big Daddy Lucky. Oh, I can almost hear you.
What up?
All right. Oh, where are you going?
Are we live?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then I'll lie. No, I'm just playing. We just went to the flea market right now. My son needed BB gun. So
Okay. Finally figured out how to comment. Can barely hear you.
hear who? Me? I could talk louder. Hey, you don't have your uniform on. What are we doing here? Are we just doing some testing?
I'm just doing some testing. Can
All
barely
right.
hear who, Tiffany?
Tiffany,
Tiffany, California, Paris.
Tiffany, California.
That's what it says. Tiffany.ca.paris.
Oh, wow.
That must be our YouTube channel or whatever.
Okay.
I wonder if people only can comment if I send it from YouTube. She said, yeah, it's clear on YouTube.
Yeah. So the way I had it before, it would show. You can go. What? I can go where? Work to outlet and then to the taco place. Anyway, so I know the old way it would actually show you the comment was coming from YouTube. So I don't know how it is now because all these new updates. If that's what you're wondering.
No. It's showing me it's coming from YouTube, but I'm curious on. So I posted it on Sonic FX, but I don't think you can view it. Oh yeah. So Manny, Lord of Base Manny says he can hear you fine, but I don't see.
You sound robotic to me.
Do I sound robotic on your end, Manny or Tiffany? So the thing is it says I'm live, and he can hear Lucky just fine on YouTube. So Manny's watching on YouTube. Tiffany, are you watching on YouTube also? So Manny said initially my volume was low. So I'm using my phone, had to open up the video on my browser to use comments. So they can only comment on YouTube. Which means it's not broadcasting, it's only broadcasting on YouTube.
Weird. So isn't that going to be in the OBS settings where it says where you're broadcasting to?
Yeah, that's kind of what I was trying to figure out here is how can I broadcast, but Tiffany, you're on Facebook or you are on YouTube?
I'm going to actually have to get off this live feed in a second, Doug.
Oh, she had to click a link and only YouTube. So, okay. Who else can I call to come on here and do some testing?
Dave Bradshaw.
All right, yeah, let me see if Bradshaw wants to come on.
Oh, he'll come on. All right. Sorry about that.
All right, no problem. Later. Let me call Bradshaw. Dave Bradshaw. Let's see here. Join me. Let's see if he answers. So Tiff's on YouTube. Yeah, Facebook was just a what's it called? Just a link, huh? That's what it's looking like to me also, which sucks because I really, really, really want to I want to boost my views on YouTube. So let's see, does Bradshaw look? Well, he's active. So it's just a link on Facebook. That's horrible. So that's a bummer. See, view insights, links, one post engagement. I wonder. Oh, I found you. So who's Dose Man the Bass Man? So I wonder who that is. Like I said, we're trying to figure this out. So hopefully, oh, Stefan. There you go. So, but you have to post on YouTube only, correct, Stefan? Which means I don't see anything on Facebook, which is weird. And I wonder if that'll hurt our views if we start broadcasting our live on Facebook versus YouTube. Or, I'm sorry, start doing YouTube instead of Facebook. So that's what we're considering trying out. How come Bradshaw ain't answering me? Bastard. I'm going to call his ass. Can you hear the phone ringing?
Please leave your message for.
Oh, he sent me to voicemail. Dang, he voicemailed my ass. All right. Who else can I get in here to come in? Real quick. What I see on Facebook. Yeah, I'm guessing it's going to look like this, Tiff. This is what I'm looking at on Facebook. So all it says. Yep. Yeah, I'm trying to get my stuff up. Oh, I can't. I'm moving my warehouse. That's not important. All right, I gotta figure out somebody else. Who can I get in here to come in here real quick? Let me go to my live feeds. Team Mini. Got 28 people I'm directing. That's not that important. How about you, Mr. Team Mini? You want to come on in here and help me work out some kinks here? Let me send Team Mini the let's see here. What name is he under? He's got like 7 different names. Let me figure out which one Team Mini is here. Boom, boom, boom. Send him a link. Moses, Nick Post tag. Come on. There he is. It's actually his name. Yes, it's a Zoom. All right. The messenger. Don't kill the messenger. Dave Bradshaw. There. I sent it. All right. Done. Dave doesn't have a good excuse. All right. Yes, it's on Zoom. So I send a Zoom link. Zoom only gives me, I don't know, 35, 40 minutes, something like that. Let me see here. I got everything's working there. So everybody sounded okay. I got Stefan in there. We'll delete this afterwards. It says I got 3 viewers. It's Steven, Manny. All right. See if we can't get Stefan in here. I only got a few more minutes on this Zoom here. There's another 4th viewer who just popped in. It doesn't tell me who pops in. We're considering doing this for This Week in Car Audio to boost our views. This is I am only like 800 hours away from being able to monetize. Oh, and I need 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. But currently I'm like 800, less than 800 hours away to get what I need to monetize. And then I need another 700 subscribers or something like that. Stefan's not that interesting, huh, Stefan? But he's as Canadian as it gets. Definitely apologizes, and he's very helpful and apologetic. Oh, just subscribed 5 minutes ago. We like subscribers. It actually doesn't show my subscription. Last subscription it shows is 9 days ago by some Korean name that I cannot read because it's written in Korean. It is in your messenger, Stefan. Oh, nope, wrong one. Sorry. There we go. Now I sent you the right one. I sent you the wrong link before. And then I'm going to go to my... So for you people that don't know, this Monday we are going to do Team Flex Issues Kyle and his son, Flex Issues Chris. His son did the Power Wheels class, and Kyle did not compete. He was short a couple of points.
Okay.
Hey, you don't look like Lucky McGovern.
Okay. I'm not, but you sent me a link. You're right. It was the wrong one. Okay. I'm coming in late. What am I doing?
No, I just need somebody on here just so I can size things and make sure the sounded good for both people.
Yeah.
So here's the
Okay.
thought, Mr. Stefan.
Yeah.
If I do my This Week in Car audio like this,
Yes.
do you think it will hurt the viewership drastically?
I don't think so. They're going to follow you no matter what.
Think so?
Getting it out there is the hardest part. It's
Well,
like getting the customer to your door, right? Is how do you get them to your door? Once you got them, we'll go wherever you need to go. Um, I'm more of the user that listens to recordings after the fact, so it doesn't directly.
doesn't affect you directly, yeah.
It doesn't affect me, but that doesn't mean I won't come to it. But we all have lives. But no, I'd have no problem doing this if need be. I mean, we did this in the past when Lucky and I and you, yeah, never mind. You get what I mean, right? Like
Yep.
it's if you can get the people out there, and I think you have a decent following through YouTube and Spotify and through Lucky's account and DB Drag and all that stuff. It's just a matter of putting a link in and they come in.
Okay.
So if this works for you, absolutely.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to change my link though, because right now that link is just a pretty pink face.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to get something that's a little more on the nose of what we're doing. So I
Yes.
got to figure out how to change that that thing. I got to figure out how to change that pink thing to This Week in Car audio, and then something for them to click. And
Yeah.
it'd be nice for it to say I'm live now,
Yes.
and then it would say that I'm no longer live.
Yes.
You know.
I have listened to and digitally corresponded, like through the texting on the side and YouTube on other accounts that business wise, and it worked decent. But I'm in the end user. I'm not the one controlling it like you are.
Yeah.
But I was able to watch what they were doing live, and on the side, this is through YouTube, was the digital chat that people could talk back and forth.
And that's what I see going on here.
Yeah.
So I'm actually seeing the communication on the left. I have my 4 viewers. Tiffany says hi in case.
Hey, Tiffany.
So let me see. So how can I see chat on that?
And I don't know. I'm just the slave here on your end. But I'm going to go to that page and mute it because I was getting 3 different chats coming in.
Were you?
Yes, well, because I had the YouTube open and then I had the Zoom open and it was getting an echo in there. But that's not a you.
So I see description. How come I can't see my chat on?
Okay.
So the whole idea is to make this so that other people can do it.
Yes.
Oh, there we go. When I go to YouTube, I can see all the chats.
Yes, and I was just going to say that because I went to YouTube, and I got the Zoom basically running in the background so you could hear me. On the YouTube side, I could see myself, I could see you, and I could see the chat on the right. I could send you a screenshot of it.
I'm looking at it on my phone right now.
Okay.
So, and I believe my app here that's broadcasting on YouTube is just as fast as what I'm looking at on my phone. So
yes, and
could somebody type something real quick so I can just see how the
I just did by chance.
Okay. And I do know it's about a 20-second lag.
Yes, and that's where I was getting what I thought was an
echo. Okay. Yep. No, it's almost like dead on. So I would not need to watch it on my phone, which is cool.
It sounds like it.
Uh-oh.
It sounds like it.
Okay, so hey Minnie, let's see how long that takes to pull up. Hey Minnie.
Yep, I just got it.
So that's like, I don't know, it's close enough that I think I wouldn't need to have a second screen.
I think so.
Which is good.
The only thing that as an end user, if you're clicked on, like it says Team Mini say something, if I'm clicked on there, it blinks. So all I do is I just go off that page a little bit and just click again. And so it doesn't, because it's always, what do you want to say? What do you want to say?
Yep.
But no, I think we're fine.
might have a setting for the link to be live. I'll have to look at that and see if that'll work. But yeah, no, this is I'm getting close to my viewer hours I need on YouTube
Yep.
to actually monetize.
Oh, cool.
So if we could start monetizing, it'd just be helpful to pay for the minor things that go on with the, paying for the computer, the programs, and all the stuff we're doing. So
Absolutely. And I know one thing, because I do use YouTube as a business for other things. Um, if you're going to go live, let's say tomorrow morning, you
right,
could put it on there and going, hey, we're going live tomorrow morning, and I ask it to set me a reminder.
right, and so that's
It's
what
just
Facebook
another
does
tool.
also.
Okay.
So I've been using that feature on Facebook. Let me see if I can share it. Share it in Facebook Messenger. Share to Facebook. And then share to mine. Next. Share. Okay, the personal page. Okay, so now I just shared it to my personal page, Tiffany. Let's see what that looks like now. Hey, that's not Lucky McGovern. That's what Lucky just said.
It's way better looking. I have a ring, Lucky.
Oh, damn.
It had to be said.
Oh, that was awesome.
Actually, I have more than one. Nah, 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 nah.
Yeah. So um he said I sound clear. Does Minnie
Yes.
sound clear also? Burn, he says.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah, and as he's typing it, it's coming live, so it might come a little quicker for you because you're the controlling end.
Right. No, that might be it. I just like I said, this is
Yep.
the other Stefan, team send it Stefan. He
Yeah, yeah,
says, oh snap.
yeah. I
He
saw
went
that.
there.
Yeah.
That's
Well, I
cool.
told you asked me to do stuff off the cuff, so I mean, it is what it is.
Yep. No, that's good. Hey, by the way, how was your drive home?
We put
Uneventful,
100
hopefully.
on it. It was the easiest border crossing both directions.
Really?
Absolutely. They never asked me to roll the window down. Never asked me to pull anything besides a passport out. But obviously we had shots, and I was
Right.
a worker going down south and all that stuff. So we're under a work visa of sorts. No, it was totally uneventful. It was a long ride, and I'm very happy to be home.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah,
And your next trip over the border?
I don't know. Let me get the car on the ground first. It's in the air, and they're literally working on my clutch. The rear main seal was leaking. I went that racing. I snapped pieces out of the clutch. The release bearing was gone. There were just so many. I've got a truckload of parts sitting on the ground. So I'm hoping we could start the car by Monday and drive it on its own. So let me get through that one first before I could say go across the border. I don't know. I would love to come across, but it takes time. I mean, Sacramento it's a 20 to 25 hour ride one way.
Right.
And it's costly.
No, it is. And it's not just the cost and the expense to
Oh,
get there, it's all the time missed from potentially making money doing other things.
absolutely. Now I have the blessing because of my back that they gave me a pass saying go for a holiday once in a while, just don't hurt yourself. So I got paid no matter what.
Oh,
But it was 120 hours of driving time alone. Ray calculated it out, 34 gas stops. Uh, in Canadian dollars, just the trip was 5,000 Canadian.
so that's like what, 200 US?
Yeah, something like that.
No.
Uh,
So yeah, but 5,000 is like just
but
under 4,000 US, right?
yeah, something like that. And we were obviously squeezing. We shared rooms and
Oh yeah, definitely.
all that stuff. We were squeezing the pennies hard. So for me to say let's go again, oh, absolutely. Well, my wife let me across the border. That's the hardest. Uh, you know, um, Yeah, no, it was a good run, and I would do it again, absolutely. Um, would I try East and West finals? That was a lot of that was a
Yeah.
lot of work. Um,
So 5,000 Canadian is 4,013 US
yeah,
dollars.
and then there was obviously the entry fees,
Yep.
uh, and all the little incidentals. Um, yeah, I loved it, and I would I do I absolutely actually I'm considering of potentially moving south when all the dust settles in my business side, but that's a tomorrow thing. Um,
South, like I mean, everything's south of where you live. So,
yes,
like mean
I mean
across the
meaning
border?
yes, go down the states. Lisa, actually, my dear wife, who is a great supporter of this, grudgingly, but a great supporter of this, uh, actually was born in Burbank, California. So
So she have dual citizenship
yes, she
or
does. Yes, she does.
okay. Well, you know the easiest way to get to this country is to come illegally cuz then you get free everything.
Yeah, well, then I'd have to go to Mexico and come up.
I know. It'd be easy.
But
Fly
no,
to
it
Mexico and come across the border and get free everything, right?
pretty much, pretty much. But no, I would do it again. Absolutely, Doug. You know that it's
Yep.
just a matter of it's just very labor intensive for my old bones.
No, no,
And
I know it is.
it's
And I know you really enjoy it, and
oh,
it's a really good thing. And coming with Ray and his son is just a bonus,
oh,
because great
I
people.
it and they were and it was so funny because I had oh actually I got pulled over by a sheriff coming out of the coming over the California whatever that pass that everybody has to wear chains in.
Which
We did
one? Going from where to where?
coming out of California going into well we were
Nevada.
going to DC, yeah,
Okay,
Nevada. Uh,
so that means you were going over the that one there. We call it the 80 Pass, Donner Pass.
yes,
Yeah.
and we got over
Mm.
and Ray's in front. So basically, I had two GPS units running. One to know where I was on the planet, because I'm bored. I have to keep myself amused. And the
Right.
second one is where we're going, which was on the phone.
Hmm.
And yeah, we're coming over, and it was 65-mile-an-hour zone.
Uh huh.
And apparently, he didn't like me pulling the car at 70 whatever miles an hour.
No, because in the state of California, you can only pull a car at
Yep,
55.
yep. So Ray passes. Alberta plates, Alberta plates, Alberta plates, because he got one on the truck, one on the trailer, one on the Jimbo, and then I pass three Alberta plates, and he pulls out and he pulls up to my left hand side, and he's just stalking me kind of thing, and I'm like, oh great, I got a mouthful of spits, there's food all over the truck. I mean, I'm living in it. Um, in the end, he finally pulls me over. It could have been 2 minutes, it could have been an hour, I don't know. Pulls me over, and we pull into a truck stop, and he goes through where are you going? Going home. And he looks at me, goes, "Do I even want to know how you came across the border?" I'm like, "Nope, I'm here. I'm here legitimately." And because it was what it was. Pull the paperwork out,
Yeah.
and he goes, "Well, where were you?" So, "Oh, we're at two car shows." He goes, "Okay," and he looks, and the truck and the car and the trailer is dripping mud from the pass because we
Oh
just come
yeah.
out of the pass. And he's looking at the car, and he's looking at me, and he looks in the back seat, and I've been living in the truck, right? Like it's an absolute horrendous mess. And he looks at me, he goes, "Car show?" I said, "Yeah, but you think of a car show as a show and shine. I do car audio." And he goes, "What do you got?" He went right there, right now. And, the discussion changed. And he goes, "How'd you do?" And we did well. I mean, we hit all the markers.
Mhm.
Then in the end, he goes, "Well, what do you win? Do you win any money?" I said, "Oh, I wish. I get a ring. And this time I get three." And he goes, "Oh, really?"
Huh.
So I start reaching to the back already. Remember, he's a fully armed sheriff, right?
Yeah.
And I'm
Well,
reaching to the
everybody
back.
here is fully armed.
Yeah, and I reach to the back to pull my travel bag out, and the ring is buried in the bottom of it because it's big. I don't want to drive with it. It just there's no purpose of it.
Right.
And it took me a couple minutes to pull it out, and I am total freak out because I don't know if Ray heard me on the walkie-talkie. I get pulled over. I'm following him, right?
Hmm.
So it's no problem. He goes, "Are you okay?" I said, "Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I want to make sure I don't get lost in this country." And I finally pull the ring out, and I kind of show it to him like you would for an engagement ring.
Uh huh.
It's in the case.
Dizzy.
He looks at it, and he starts handing the paperwork back to me, the
Hmm.
driver's license, the all that stuff. He goes, "You might want to go a little slower. Have a good trip home." And then he points to the GPS on the dashboard. It's one of those really big ones, like a 6 or 7 inch screen. He goes, yeah, we don't like that. And I don't know. Are you allowed to have a radar detector in Nevada?
I don't remember what Nevada law is.
Yep.
I've been out of Nevada 22
It's all good.
years, so
Well, by
I don't
chance,
remember.
when it was cold, it fell off the windshield and it
Uh-huh.
was on the passenger seat. And he sees it and he just kind of goes, have a nice trip home. Try to go a little slower. So I never thought a championship ring would get me out of a $300 ticket.
But 300 would have been a lucky.
Yeah.
And you were on Nevada side, right? Because you were already
Yes.
over the hill.
Yes, we were definitely
Um,
coming down.
Yeah. So they really try not to ticket people passing through or whatever in
Yeah.
that area because they are a tourist area, right?
Yeah.
And so if you ticket tourists,
They don't come
they
back.
don't come back, and that's how they get their funding. So they try
And
not
yes,
to do
I'm
that.
seeing here. Lucky goes. I always get asked the question: "Do you win big money?" Yeah, okay. I do. It it would have been cheaper to buy a ring than it would have to, but then I wouldn't
Yeah.
have met all of you people live. I
Yep.
wouldn't have, and I have to publicly apologize here because of what the car was doing, and we destroyed the clutch, and it finally kicked the bucket down in Alabama. I am so happy and humbled that all of you pushed me and assisted, and without it, I wouldn't have accomplished what I did.
Mhm.
Thank you very much. And it's wow. It was fun. But yes, this seems to be working live. I am getting a delay looking at the screen because I
Okay.
got the zoom in the background and I'm watching, where my fingers
It's
are and my ears and stuff like that. But I don't see that. I don't see a problem with
Yep.
it. And
The
I can see
delay's
that.
usually 20 seconds.
Yeah, it's not
So,
terrible. It's not 20.
which
Yeah.
which is not a big deal because we don't experience the delay when we're having our conversations
Yes.
or any of that stuff, right? So, none of that is part of the experience. The only thing is it slows down responses to questions asked, but that's just something that we've had to deal with across the time.
Yes.
So, but yeah, no. So the big deal is I'll talk with Lucky and see if this is
Yep.
the direction we want to go. Because I'm guessing Zoom's about to kick me out since it says I've been
And it
on
could be.
for almost 40 minutes and Zoom has a 40-minute limit.
Hmm.
That's why we use Lucky's Zoom. So Lucky pays for Zoom. I pay for the podcast stuff. And between the two, they almost equal close to the same. So that's why we
Oh,
share
okay.
all monies we collect. But I'm about to probably going to upgrade his
Account.
upgrade the podcast account so that
Hmm.
I can add Basehead Diaries on there.
Oh, I think you'll like that.
Yeah, so we could start doing the Basehead Diaries and make them as a podcast on, all those same streaming platforms like where you get yours from Podbean. So it would be
Yeah,
you know.
Podbeam, or sometimes like when I was traveling, I didn't have time to transfer because I didn't bring the laptop. I just streamed it live on
Oh,
Spotify.
so
Um,
you could also on Podbean, you could also download it from there just like you could
yes,
iHeart or anything.
and that's normally what I do is I download it, put it as a file, and just listen to it
Oh,
while I'm
okay.
in the garage or working. And I just thought of something that obviously you and I are talking over Zoom, and
Mhm.
then YouTube is in the background and it's delayed. But I'm pretty sure if I muted Zoom, it would no delay as an end user. Um, I
What do you
just
mean
don't
by
know
that?
how you're gonna. I don't know how you're gonna set up um, the interaction. I don't know how to do that on YouTube, but obviously Zoom does. So just
Oh,
throwing stuff out there that I'm observing.
yeah. So I wouldn't know how to. So I have all these graphics and everything else that I'm
Yep,
doing on my podcast because I know you don't watch the podcast part. You just listen to it. So
I
I have,
tend to. Yeah.
yeah. So but I have all these graphics and stuff. And,
Yep.
and honestly, the show we record it and we
Yes.
produce it with the intention of it going on um on audio only, right?
Yes.
So hopefully it translates good to audio. We've spent a lot of time modifying the way we do it to help that. But you listen to it on audio. Does it come
Hmm.
across pretty good on audio? I mean, we
Yes.
share the questions pretty good, and
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's why I do it, so I can walk the dog or cook or work in the garage or travel home from Sacramento. Um, no, that worked out well. And then if I have the option of going back and watching a video stream if there is something on there, but no, it
Mhm.
it's very engaging. Yes.
Cool. All right. Well, I'm going to cut this off
Okay.
now and I'm going to see how that looks. I'm going to watch it back on YouTube
Okay.
myself just to see what the quality is
Uh-uh.
because that's the biggest thing I'm worried about. So, but anyway, cool.
Yeah, and
Thank
I'm
you for
looking at
dropping
the
in.
screen. That's what I'm doing is I'm looking at the YouTube side of it.
Uh-huh.
And excuse me. Everything I see is decently clear. It's just on a delay. That's all. But
Okay.
that's on my side. That's not a your side. So no, I think you're fine.
All right. Well,
Okay.
thank you for popping in, sir.
Yep.
And
It worked out well.